comes a half hour of daffy descriptions and spontaneous double talk. It's time for Babble, the show in which these three visiting celebrities will try to figure out what in the world these three home team regulars are talking about. And now, here's your host, the star of Babble, Tom Kennedy.
Welcome to Babble. Time to play Babble. And to do that, we need a contestant, and we get ours from our studio audience. So, Roddy, who's our first lucky player?
Tom, joining up with us from Fort Dix, New Jersey, say hello to Heather Humphrey.
Be happy to do that. Sit down there, Heather.
This is exciting.
Huh?
This is exciting.
I know it is. Heather Humphrey.
It is for Tom.
Yeah, that's right. That's a beautiful name, and it goes with a beautiful lady.
Well, thank you.
Tell us about Heather Humphrey.
Well, I just got married 5 weeks ago today.
Congratulations.
Oh, poor
Heather. Too bad, Brad. Go ahead, Heather. Where do you live?
I live in Pasadena now.
Uh-huh. And, you know, on this show, you can win a trip to your most favorite spot in all the world. What would that spot be for you, Heather?
It'd have to be France.
France. All right. What's hubby's name?
His name is Joe.
Joe. You and Joe can indeed win that trip to France if you listen to James Hampton, who is going to tell you a little story that describes a person, place, or thing, and all you have to do is unravel the clues that are contained in that story and tell us what James is talking about. And if you can do that, we'll send you on that trip to...
France.
To France. Any particular part?
Oh, I'd like to visit the whole country.
You got it. You got it. So, right now we're going to show everyone at home the answer that you're going to be looking for, Heather. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Mr. James Hampton, and he's going to tell us about a thing. And I will tell you this. Go ahead, you may stand, Mr. Hampton, please. Heather, you're trying to identify the thing this person is talking to. Take it, James.
My dear, even though my parents forced you on me when I was too young to think for myself, yes, it's right there, I must admit that over the years, I have become accustomed to you. The thing that I enjoy most is knowing that I can have you morning, noon, and night. In an instant, or at my leisure. Just thinking of you warms the pit of my stomach.
Very good, James. All right, Heather. Remember, Heather, you're looking for a thing, and I'll add this. Some people can't wait to get to the bottom of this thing. Now, if you can name that thing, you and hubby are on your way to France. What do you think?
He said forced on when I was young, and a lot of children don't like to read, so maybe a storybook, a book.
That's the way you play the game, and I'm afraid that's not it. Here, Heather, that's what he was talking about right there. Now that you know what that is, I tell you what. Do you think the home team will be able to keep this a secret? Or do you think that in 3 guesses or less, the visiting team is going to find out what this thing is? And you're going to vote. If you come up with the right answer, then you're going to win a home entertainment center. So, you just lock in your answer, put it right in there, and I'm going to turn to Meredith. We'll start the questioning with you. Remember, Meredith, it's a thing, and some people can't wait to get to the bottom of this thing. Begin.
Okay. Marcia, is this something that I could buy in a store if I wanted?
You certainly could. This is a free country. It's America. You could
go in there and get it if you want. Hey, who's going to stop it? If you want it, go get it.
Jimmy, do you have one of these at your house?
I personally don't have it. It is in my house. Doesn't belong to me, but it's there.
Okay.
I guess it belongs to me in a way.
Norm, if you had one of these, would it be possible for you to have it in your bedroom?
Why not?
It would be possible for me to have it in my bedroom. Yes, I could. Well, she's right. I could have it anywhere I want. This is America.
Awful sticky.
Marcia, you mentioned something in the clue. Jimmy mentioned something in the clue about your mom giving it to you morning, noon, and night.
Well, I was so overwhelmed by his acting, I just...
Would it feel good if your mother did give it to you? Would you like it?
My mom never gave it to me. That's another sad story.
You wanted it, but we didn't give it to you.
Would you call this soft, Jimmy? Would you describe this maybe as soft in some cases?
Oh, my, yes.
Yeah, normally I would. I don't. You'd have to say it's soft. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Could be anywhere. Soft. What are they babbling about?
Because of being morning, noon, and night and something that feels good when you're little, I'm going to guess a blanket.
Yeah. Boy, that's a good idea. It happens to be wrong, but it's a good idea.
That never gave me a blanket.
1 down and 2 to go. Brad Garrett.
Okay, Norm, my friend, was this forced on you when you were young?
Well, I have to say, Tom.
Sure. That's all right.
I came from loving parents, but I have to admit it in front of everyone. It was forced on me when I was young.
Okay, let me ask you, Norm, is it something edible?
Oh,
Depends.
it's spittable. Yes, it's edible.
It's good. Oh, James, when was the last time you had eaten this item or thing?
I believe it was when I was in England when I was over there filming. I had it over there.
How old were you at the time? Can you recall back then?
46.
46. Did anyone force it on you at the time, or didn't put a gun to your head or anything?
It was either that or else. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Marcia, is it hot or cold when you?
Either. It depends. It's a free country, and you can have it hot, you can have it cold. Richard Nixon could have it.
What color is it,
Either way.
Marcia? What color is it?
Huh?
What color is it?
What color is it? It's a color unto itself.
There you have it, Brad. That should give it to you.
Now, I think because it's forced on you when you're kids and the ones you tell me, I think it's Jell-O pudding.
Good idea.
It's so close.
Oh, 2 down, 1 to go. Gwen.
Norm, so you've had this before, Norm?
Oh, yeah, I've had it.
And does it have a particular taste to it?
It's not a disease.
Yes,
Have you,
it does.
have you touched it?
It's sort of off disgusting.
Oh, disgusting.
It has a taste.
It has a taste. And Marcia, have you had this when you were young, and morning, noon, and night?
Oh, no. I never had it.
You never had it. Your mother never gave it to you. That's right.
That's
so you
right.
Didn't get it
but
when
I
you
was
were
a
older.
thrilled child. Thrilled child.
So you wouldn't do it dating. I mean, you wouldn't take this before a date?
No, I wouldn't take this with me on a date. Actually, that's probably the trouble I got into. Me back right now, of course. I never should have taken
Put
it
some
on
in your
that date.
purse.
That's right.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Be a good weapon today for muggers.
Do you take it in a spoon and do you put it down your mouth and dribble it down your throat?
She is cancer that she looks. I'm telling you.
Have we established it's edible?
Yes.
Okay.
So
What better way to eat
it's
this?
real liquidy, right?
Sometimes it's liquidy, everybody, and sometimes it's stiff, and then sometimes it's not either one. It's just kind of
lays there.
So it lays there. Oh gosh, and I was just getting to Norm. Oh,
Well, but Norm already told you that it was off disgusting, which I must add is a very subjective answer. But anyway, what?
I was heading towards, because of the morning, noon, and night, and as a little kid, castor oil.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Logical answer, but that is not it. And the home team kept it a secret. Good going. Good going. Yes, Marcia.
I'm so excited. Didn't anybody get my clue? That's the best clue I'll ever give in my whole life. I just loved it. Did anybody get my clue? I guess you need to know what it is.
What is the clue? Say it again.
About how Richard Nixon had it.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What did you mean?
Well, you'll see. It's all going to come clear. Wait,
It's
really
over with
clue.
now. It's over with.
Oh,
You have
what
kept
is
it a secret. What is the...
It's oatmeal, and who makes oatmeal? Quaker oatmeal, and what is Richard Nixon? A Quaker! Fabulous.
He really kept that under the
Oh, boy. Heather, for the Home Entertainment Center, if you said home team, you've got it. What did you say?
Well, I said.
Oh, Heather! But we thank you very much for playing our game, and it is an educational show. The home team. We'll be back with the other contestants and more information from Marcia Wallace on Babble right after this.
Let's get it on.
All right, welcome back to Babble, the show in which you can win a trip anywhere in the world you want to go. And before we introduce our next contestant, I have to say a few words in defense of oatmeal. It was not forced upon me. I loved it, didn't you? I was just wondering if I was the only one.
Castor oil that's
Well, I said disgusting because after you pick it up off the rug, it doesn't really taste good.
Once again, you're right, Norm.
He was in the bedroom.
Now, for our next contestant, ladies and gentlemen, Rod Ruddy, whom in the audience did you find this time?
Tom, from the city that made baked beans a legend, Boston, Massachusetts, meet Liz Gruber.
Liz Gruber, huh? Liz Gruber. I noticed that Rod said you're from Boston. Where are you? Where do you live now?
Well, I'm kind of in between places right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm checking it out here in California.
You're in St. Louis?
Well,
no. All right. Liz, you heard me say, that you can win a trip anywhere in the world.
Yes.
What spot would you pick, Liz?
Australia.
Australia, for a reason?
Nice country, kangaroos, koala bears.
Yeah. You have to learn to say water, or what is it? Good eye? Good eye.
Good eye.
You have to learn to say good eye. Can you say good eye?
Good eye.
Good eye. That means good day. Now, you can win that trip to Australia. We're going to describe for you a thing this time, and as a matter of fact, it's going to be described by Marcia Wallace. Now, before she does that, however, it's actually, I want to tell you this, it's a thing, but some people might consider it a person. Now, we're going to show this answer to the people at home, and so I'll remind you, it's a thing that some people consider to be a person. Marcia.
Tom, I didn't know you were bilingual, darling.
Oh, yes.
Come on, Lenny, get it over with. I'm a person of quality, but if I have to sit here much longer, I'm going to let out such a burp, you'll hear it all the way in Napoli. What do you mean, smile? I am smiling. This corset is killing me.
All right. It's a thing that some might consider a person, and this thing has puzzled more experts than a Rubik's Cube. Those are your clues, Liz Gruber, for that trip to Australia. What is your answer?
I'm going to go for the first thing that came to my mind, and that's with the burp, Tupperware.
You're right, it does burp. And that's a good guess. I'm sorry that is not it. But how close can you be? Look at this. That's the answer. Now that you know the answer, do you think the home team's going to keep it a secret, or do you think the visitors in 3 chances or less are going to come up with that? Now, you just pick one of these cards. You don't have to say it out loud. You pick one of these, and you lock in your answer, and if you're right, you're going to win a Litton microwave oven. Brad, we're going to begin the questioning with you. I'll remind you, a thing that some people consider a person. Go.
Okay, thank you. Marcia, is this a thing or / person that I would have? Would I have one of these?
Oh, gosh, I hope so, hon, for your sake. Boy, oh, boy. I come sidling up to you.
Yes. Would Norm have one as well as Jim? Is it okay to think that this is a female, considering, this is Hollywood, a corset nowadays can go either way.
Yes, that's true, but yeah.
But it is a female.
It is a female, although I've only seen part of... Well, yeah, I think it's a female.
Okay, Norm, if I invited this person to dinner, what would I serve?
Oh, you might serve pastry. You might serve something with oil and vinegar. Or you might serve something that's flat and bland, I would say.
Like a pizza.
Yeah. Pizza?
Pizza. Jim, is this thing famous?
Very, 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 very. This is...
Good, then you'll be able to do an impression of
this
for me. I would like you to do an impression of this thing for me.
Okay.
Time is up. Very good.
Excellent.
I don't know. I am baffled. Is there any way I can join hands with Meredith? We can share a brain on this one. The only thing that I know as a person is, well, the guy from Taxi, Jim. He's a thing and he's a person.
That's right.
It's a Reverend Jim.
No, it is not. And it's one down. 2 to go. Gwen.
This thing, Norm, they mention Naples in it, so this thing must like pasta, right?
Yeah, imagine in this thing's life, this thing must have consumed a little bit of pasta, yeah.
So
I didn't notice.
Well, maybe she was alive then a long time ago, Norm. What do you think?
Oh, she must have been alive sometime. I mean, in her life.
Sometime she was alive.
Yeah, she was once alive, that's for sure.
Thanks, Normie. That was wonderful. Marcia, you're looking wonderful, Marcia.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Does she resemble you?
Oh, well, we both like pasta.
That's close enough.
And I like to do what she's famous for doing. I do it all the time, as a matter of fact.
And what is that, Marcia?
For me to know and you.
Jim, have you ever been close to this thing person?
Right next to this person.
Did you
right close.
touch her?
I was excited. You can't touch her because they get crazy if you go touching her.
Ah.
Hey, you can't just go touching me.
So maybe you think, Jim, is she hanging someplace?
She's hanging around even as we...
Quickly an answer, because her time is up.
Okay, Smarty.
Well,
That's a
she's
yes.
hanging.
He gave you a yes on that.
Gave me a yes.
What are they babbling
she's
about?
She's hanging, and that look that Marcia gave me, it's got to be the Mona Lisa!
You mean to tell me that that's what gave it to you, Marcia's look?
Well, of course. What do you mean?
Jim
You find
had
that
a
hard to believe?
Changing the subject, the one I liked here, it says, "Come on, Lenny." I love
I
that.
know Lenny.
You know who Lenny
Yeah,
is?
right,
Lenny Da Vinci. Yes. All right. So the visitors.
Both of whom are going to be here next week on this
That's
panel.
right. Lenny's going to be on our show. What a wonderful guy. And Mona's going to be here too. Now, as for you, young lady, you're going to win a Lipton microwave oven if you said visitors. What did you say?
I said
Nice gifts for you backstage, and thank you very much. You're welcome. Say goodbye to our home standers. Liz Kruger. Way to go there, visitors. Nice going. Meredith didn't even get a shot that time. They are hot. Let's see if that continues now. Rod, who's our next contestant?
Tom from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Let's say hello to Stephanie Young.
How are you, Stephanie? Well, now, Stephanie Young, tell us about yourself, please.
Well, I'm a newlywed.
You too?
Yes.
We have the right show here. That's how long?
It's December 31st.
Congratulations, that
Thank
long.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. And you live in Los Angeles now?
Now I do, yes. In Van Nuys.
Where in the world would you and hubby like to go, Stephanie?
Holland.
Holland?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that terrific?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Now, Norm Crosby, you can help her get to Holland. Norm's going to describe for you a thing, and if you can come up with the answer, you are going to go to Holland. First of all, folks at home, take a look at what Norm is going to be talking about. Mr. Crosby, please.
A recitation by Norman Crosby. See Richie run. See Jane jump. See Joan and Irving and Mary and George run and jump. See Richie and Jay make lots of money from Joan and Irving and Mary and George. See Richie cheer. See Jane cheer. See Joan and Irving and Mary and George claps.
Stephanie?
Yes.
Remember, it's a thing. Here's an added clue. This thing causes more pain and suffering than the Alan Thicke show. Oh, that's just a little joke there. Now, Stephanie, for that trip to Holland, what do you think that thing is?
I will say, let's see, Richard Simmons, Jane Fonda, Payne. Is it aerobics?
We don't have time to meet a new contestant and play another full game, but as you regular viewers know, from time to time, we give our 6 babblers here a chance to guess at an answer at a subject, or to a subject, I should say. And now today, that subject is sent to us by Mrs. Frances Allen of Geneva, Ohio. Mrs. Allen, for sending us this clue, we have a very nice gift for you. And we're not going to show you, viewers, the answer because I'm the only one who's going to know the answer to this. I have another surprise for you. Because we're taping this show here at NBC, and because our 6 celebrities here know practically everyone in showbiz, from time to time, some of their friends drop in on the show. We snagged one of your friends out in the hall here today. And a friend of yours, Mr. and Mrs. America, and I'm happy to say a friend of mine, she's here in the hall because this week she's guest spinner on Wheel of Fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to welcome Miss Betty White. I'm so glad we caught you out there. You look sensational.
You snagged me, but I think it'll heal up in no time at all. Sure.
How are things in your life? Okay?
Things are wonderful. What else?
Good.
How are things in your life?
Just terrific.
We're chat for a little while.
Yes, of course, of course. We're so happy to have you with us. Now, here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
I got to do the dress code here. I didn't
What is
realize.
that?
Just so you won't be embarrassed.
Oh, yes.
Hello, America.
Betty, I want you to read this little thing right here,
all right,
which contains clues to a person. I'll tell you that much. And then after you've read this, we're going to give each of our babblers a chance to guess who you are.
Okay. All right. Now, this really happened. One night, I was walking down Lombard Street. I was just walking, mind you. And there he was, right in the middle of San Francisco. He looked so eerie and out of place that I wrote him off as a misfit, but his smile reassured me. He looked me straight in the eye and said, "Kid, be careful. The winds from the south are going to be strong tonight." With that, he turned and was gone. Down, Marcia. It's my moment in the sun. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
Betty, thank you. All right, now here's what we're going to do. I know some of the folks at home think they know what it is. We're going to start and give each of you one question and one answer. We'll start down at the end with Gwen Guilford.
Okay, Betty, does this person like to hang out at Lombard Street?
Well, I think not necessarily. Doesn't hang out, really. I don't, never.
No, you're right. No,
may never hang out. Well, I'm thinking of Mickey Spillane.
Good, you go right ahead and do that. We won't
well, we don't know. We'll let you know the end. Norm.
Okay, now this person, Betty, is male. Did you said male or female?
I don't think I said what flavor.
Ah, I see. It's ambidextrous.
Well, whatever turns you on.
Okay, I would say walking down the street and south winds are blowing and it's in San Francisco. I think it's Gene Rayburn.
Gene Rayburn. All right, well, Norm, listen, funnier things than that have happened.
Gene Rayburn has hung out.
Brad Garrett?
I think I know who it is, and I'll tell you, Betty, the smile will give it away. I think it's Leon Spinks. I love to hang out in San Francisco area.
You may be right, Brad. Marcia?
I know. They get us mixed up all the time.
Yes.
Was this person married to Carol Lombard?
I think there was a rumor to that effect.
Chuck Woolery.
How did you know that?
Meredith McRae.
Was this person a gorgeous, handsome, male hunk of a movie star?
Oh, please.
That's right.
Puny, and yes, I would guess you could describe.
He's one of my favorites. I'm going to guess Clark Gable.
And James Hampton.
Did he have a dimple right here?
There, among other places.
Tony
yes.
Bennett.
Well, we did indeed have one answer, and that was Meredith McRae. It was Clark Gable. Thank you, Betty. You're just terrific. We love you. Thank you for dropping by. That's all the time we have today. Don't go away. Thanks to this week's listening team over here. Gwen Guilford, Brad Garrett, Meredith McRae. And on Monday, we'll have a brand new team of listeners. And that's with our inimitable home team battlers, Norm Crosby, Marcia Wallace, and James Hampton. For Betty and myself. Thanks for being with us. See you next time on Babble. Bye-bye.
This is Ron Roddy. Babble has been a production of Little Joy Incorporated in association with